Portals in a fountain? Not terribly practical.
It was a secret passage. Henriette and I would use it to...
Hide from your governess, which luckily she noted down in her diary. Thus, I knew where to await you.
Hey, we just...
Never mind that. Has the young lady agreed to help clean up the mess she's made?
She has. And stop treating me as if I were a child.
Would you prefer I treated you like the lying manipulator you are?
Hey. Alright, Regis. We're trying to see if we can make this a little more peaceful. Don't start a fight you can't win. I mean, let's be honest. Regis could rip at least SYANNA, if not SYANNA and Carol to shreds if he wanted to. But, alright, both of us. Both of you two. Calm down here.
Calm down, both of you.
But...
No buts. Let's go. Really want to be done with this.
I mean, he has a point to be upset with her. For sure. Alright, and this looks awfully familiar, doesn't it?
Nice place.
Isn't it? Offers a lovely view of the valley. On a clear day, you can see the outlines of Dun's
So
Hall.
technically, this is actually Teshimutna, not the palace, despite us having just been in the palace. So here is SYANNA, and this is where things are going to start to branch out a little differently.
A ruin like any other, I think.
So sensitive, so aware. Honestly, what did DETLAFF ever see in you?
Perhaps he'll tell you himself.
Ouch. So our big question here is, without the bracelet, as soon as DETLAFF shows up, is he just going to immediately rip SYANNA to shreds and she's dead? That's the end of it? Or can we potentially calm them down enough that they can talk this out? I mean, I'd love for that to be the case, but I am not exactly optimistic that that's going to happen.
You nervous?
Mm-hmm. It's always a bit nerve-wracking meeting an ex. Especially so when set X is a vampire.
I doubt he'll be in the mood for jests.
Right.
I know. May I be honest? Yes, I'm nervous. I really would prefer just to run off.
And that's what you would do if you had the bracelet.
I gave my word I would help, I know. But how much is that worth? Yet I owe him this meeting. And that is that.
Alright, well, in that case, this is, in fact, the moment of truth.
Let's get ready. DETLAFF will be here any moment now.
And she is just hiding behind that wall casually. Maybe he won't see me if I hide here. Never mind the fact that he has superhuman senses.
Ren.
Why, hello.
SYANNA. SYANNA. I have a question I must ask you.
Did you truly feign it all? That which bound us was a ruse?
DETLAFF, it's not that simple.
Oh no, it's very simple. You either deceived me or not. In forgiving you, I grieve. For now, we must part.
DETLAFF?
A shame.
Yep.
SYANNA.
don't think she's coming back from that. Now he's like, my business here is done.
What did you do?
What I had to do. What she deserved. Beauclair will know peace once more. The vampires will have left the city by dawn. I shall leave as well. Go far away, far from men. You can try to stand in my way. Then I shall kill you both. Though that is not at all my will. The decision is yours.
Oh, man. Stand and fight or leave and go. Now, of course, in our two other timelines, we did stand and fight against DETLAFF. And so, there is still, I would imagine, a difference now that SYANNA is dead. So even if we did do this, then things would probably play out differently with the Duchess. However, the whole leave and go would definitely be, I would think, significantly different, because then, well, the beast is gone. I mean, the Duchess, in that case, probably actually would not be terribly pleased with us, because we technically would not have completed her contract, because we never actually killed the beast, unless we attempted to lie about it and tell her that we killed the beast, even though he just ran away. And, of course, with SYANNA dead as well, she's not going to be happy about that either. So, it's an interesting decision. It's true, we don't have to fight, which is what I was saying I would have liked to have seen happen, but I wanted to at least try to have the opportunity to have SYANNA and DETLAFF basically negotiate with one another. And so we spent all this time with SYANNA going down through the land of 1,000 fables and learning about what that relationship was like between the two of them, and what the relationship was like between SYANNA and her sister. And so it just seemed like, you know, maybe we were building up the seeds to actually get them to understand one another. I mean, we did, of course, in our first playthrough, manage to get SYANNA and her sister to make up and trust each other once more. But it seems as though, at least when it comes to DETLAFF, it is one or the other. Either he's going down, or in this case, SYANNA is. Yeah, I think we let him go, because I'm curious to see what else might differ when we have DETLAFF alive. I mean, he's just going to run away, right? But that would, well, I mean, it's still a significantly different outcome than fighting him to the death.
You can go, but if ever we meet again...
I shall keep my distance, believe me. Geralt, Regis, farewell.
It's an oddly diplomatic
I'm sorry.
DETLAFF there.
I swore to protect her, I know, but it happened so fast. What have we done?
Let a killer walk. Isn't that what you wanted from the start, though? We have to let Anna Henrietta know.
Geralt, you will face...
I know. All the same, we have to inform her.
Yeah, that's a good point. It basically all went the way that Regis would have liked. At least, not with SYANNA dying, but with DETLAFF escaping. Not so much for Geralt, though. Oh, man. And are we imprisoned right now, it seems? Just saw we got an achievement for King of the Clink.
Hey there, Geralt of Rivia.
What do you want?
Me? Not a thing. Name's Handsome Jacques, and I've already got it all. What I wonder
See, I'd like
is
to interest
if
you
there's anything you
in a game called Borderlands. Okay, so anything that we need? I don't know. What can you get?
What can you get me exactly?
Exactly. Anything a patron of this little auberge might desire. From decent victuals that won't stew your innards to a dab of fisty to make you fly. Even brought in a slinky piece of arse once. A boarder claimed to suffer from glandular overactivity or some such. You see, out there beyond the walls, I'm a lowly dog's body. But here, in the kingdom of the clink, I'm the king.
You definitely added some extra L's in there. Also, apparently we don't need a thing. We're perfectly fine, thank you very much.
Can't readily think of anything.
Come now, maid. We all need something. You've just not been in here long enough to know.
I guess. Sure. Also, it does seem as though you knew us. Also, our hairstyle is not the same as it would normally be. For what it's worth.
You know me? How?
No. That's a stretch. No, I wouldn't say that, no. But I do know they've assigned you to the laundry, same as me. And I know what you're in for, your dastardly deed. Then again, I know that about every jester who winds up here.
Kinda curious to know what you know, or think you know.
The Duchessa hired you to find the butcher of Beauclair. And you did, but then you let him butcher dear Anarietta's sis.
I mean, he's not
Then
wrong.
This brute simply vanished. Dropped off the face of the earth. Though in his case, turned to vapor, might be the better phrase.
Also, pretty true.
Seem pretty well informed.
Best informed mutt in this kennel paws down. Duchessa's cross, no doubt, while you await your trial, though she never seemed concerned for her sister before.
Oh.
Since you seem to know so much, tell me one last thing. My sentence. What'll it be?
None can tell you that. Anarietta's a fickle cocotte. There's just no knowing which teat she's like to flesh. But I'd advise against escape. You're a prisoner among many now. Take flight, though. Make it out. Public enemy number one.
That might be kind of fun, though, right? I don't know if that's actually an option, but, what are you in for?
Why'd they lock you up?
Hodgepodge. I had no domicile, but had to winter somewhere, so I robbed a shopkeeper. Couldn't have made a worse mistake. The penalty was a fine, an amount I couldn't pay, so they switched it to lashes, meted out on my bum.
Okay.
After that, I shifted course, started pinching bigwigs' noses. Cut the tail of Count Beauvieux's steed. Got a year and a half for that. My next exploits had to be grander, even greater wrongs. So I carefully chose my victim, Marshal de la Stake. Filled his cask with dung from between my very own cheeks.
Oh,
That
did
got
you
me
now?
3 years of free room and board. I'll pull another prank as soon as they let me out. Made it a career. It's become my way of life.
Oh, so he's deliberately committing crimes so that he can go to jail, so that way he has a free place to live and get food. I see. It's his job, actually. So, we gonna report for this laundry duty thing?
We gonna report for this laundry duty? Rather get it over with.
Away we go. Personally, I'm pleased we're assigned to it. Those rags stink like sick in the sun, but you get used to it. And when you're working, you get more bread.
Alright, we go to the laundry. Guess let's, look around a little bit, see what we have here.
What's the meaning of this? Well, Witcher,
I mean, we've been in jail many, many times before. Ooh. Small hammer and chisel for carving stone. You don't say. You don't say. What about, say, breaking through stone? I wonder. Let's take a little look around here before we head on over in that direction. Also, out of curiosity, where exactly is this prison? Oh, yes, we've seen this place before. Don't think we ever actually got inside, but we looked around the exterior. Oh? What do we have here? Some Gwents?
Stop your ogling. This is no cabaret. Will you play or not?
What's the stake?
Look at this. Not 2 fleece to his name, and he asks about stakes. You can bet those racks you're wearing.
What'll I get if I win?
Bread. I put some aside for Stefan, but it won't kill him to go hungry.
Who's Stefan?
None of your rotten business. A rat. So, playing?
Sure. Been a long time
Why
since we
not?
last played Gwent.
Lay them out then.
Like, a really long time. I assume it was probably Skellige that we last used, seeing as how that's what we have as the first deck that we open up to here. I don't really have a strong preference as to which one we go with here, because, like I said, I couldn't even tell you when the last time we played was, so I suppose we can go with Skellige in that case. Also, I'm not sure why there's no music here. Seems a little bit strange. At first I was thinking maybe once we actually get the match started, but apparently not. Not sure if that's supposed to happen, or if that's a bug of some variety, but okay, we do have tight bond with these war longships. So those are okay. We don't necessarily want the shield maidens if we can get Ceres, right? But we don't have her right now. We have several of the either berserkers or young berserkers. Do we have a way to actually make them go berserk, though? That is the question, because I don't think we do at the moment. So that, I think, is our top priority in that case. If we don't, then they become pretty terrible cards. So we either get rid of both of the young berserkers or one of the base berserkers. These ones do go in the same row, so if we can get one source of that Marjoram, then that'd probably be preferable to use it to power both of these guys up rather than just a single berserker here. But then again, that's only if we get one of those, and if we don't, then they're a little bit weaker. Okay, and we also have a quest here that we can find with our Witcher senses. Okay, that's good to know. So I think we... let's get rid of the young berserkers, and we do get Ceres. Okay, so in that case, I think... do we get rid of another one of our berserkers, or do we get rid of the shield maiden? I think we might just prioritize the shield maiden. And we got... was it Scorch there? Who picked up? And yeah, still no music. I'm not sure why that is, but... okay, they go first. And they are also playing Skellige, and they will also have these berserkers. Now... it's been so long. I'm trying to remember. Our leader ability shuffles all of our cards, or actually both players' cards from their graveyards back into our deck. So what the idea was, there was some very precise order in which we needed to do things in order to make that work, because our Skellige faction abilities that we bring cards back from our graveyard onto the playing field, right? So I think it was... play strong cards in round 1, then use leader ability at the start of round 2, and then that means that the cards you get out of your, no, was that it? No, it was play weak cards in round 1, then play, what was it? Now I'm just getting all confused. I guess the Prison Gwent just has no music for some reason? Yeah, I'm trying to remember what the order of operations is for using Skellige, but it has been so long, and we didn't play Skellige as much as we played other factions, I don't think, because of course we got it much later. So it's what? You use your leader ability, bring cards from your graveyard back into your deck. So I think the idea behind this was to deliberately make it so that we only had good cards remaining in our graveyard, so that those are the ones we get out in round 3 with our faction ability. Is that it? Strong round 1, weak round 2, then whatever? Okay. Well, in that case, I suppose we go Ceres. And bring all of them out. And that gives us a strong 46 points in 1 turn. And we can even double up further with Dandelion, who's just crazy powerful. So I suppose we do that. And then we should also probably put our cow down soon as well. And that might be the last thing that we look to do. We definitely don't want to play Scorch in this round. Okay, so they, not so surprisingly, pass after we put up 84 points in 2 turns. And that leaves us with what? Like Like, does this suffice? Does this work with what we were planning to do with our leader ability and faction ability? I don't remember. But either way, we'll take the round 1 win. So that sets us up fairly well, even if this is not perfectly optimized. Okay, so, like, do we use our leader ability now to bring the cards from our graveyard back into our deck so that we can get Saris and all those Shield Maidens back, but then do we have a way of actually drawing them? I'm not sure. I mean, either way, we probably still play this cow now, so that way we actually do get something in round 3 out of it. And they're going with their Dandelion. Honestly, you're confused too. Alright, don't worry about it. We'll find a way. We'll make it work. So I think we are probably not trying to do too much here in this round. Out of curiosity, what do they have going on in their graveyard? Ooh, they have transformed young Vildkarl. That's worth 8 points, whereas at the moment we just have, what, Dandelion? Actually, no, he's a... Is he a hero? No, he's not a hero. He does not count. So at the moment we would get back either a Shield Maiden and Dandelion or 2 Shield Maidens, which is not bad. But what if we do... I think we do want to use our leader ability now, and then maybe instead we'll go double Longship in round 2. That way we'll have a guarantee to get back both of them. But then we'll have nothing in our graveyard to bring back with our medics, with Yennefer, and with Berta. So I don't know. I don't remember. We could also Scorch this Dandelion. Maybe we even do that, because it's going to be hard to get rid of him otherwise. And as soon as we start playing these Longships, then that's no longer going to be possible. Let's do this, assuming that they were going to play a bunch of stuff in their melee row. Okay, then they get a Shield Maiden. So, in this case, I mean, the tricky part is we have a couple of Berserkers here that are not exactly all that helpful to us right now, because we cannot transform them. So, we could even potentially try to go with a round 2 win here. In which case, we'd probably want to go with our medics to bring back the Shield Maidens. Or maybe even a Shield Maiden plus... No, 2 Shield Maidens is actually better than Shield Maiden plus Dandelion, right? We may actually want to do that. And then, you know, if we aren't on pace to win in round 2, then we'll pass, and we just hope that round 3 we have slightly better cards out of our graveyard than our opponent, and this cow might be the difference maker. So, I guess we tried that? Let's go for a shot. Let's go Berna here, and let's... Oh, actually, if we have Berna in the melee row as well, that means she'll also get doubled by Dandelion. That might actually be a little bit better. Hold on. That, I think, will eventually become better than 2 Shield Maidens, assuming that I don't remember if we have any other cards going in the melee row, but yeah, we do. If we are going to play this guy in this round, which we may or may not do. Let's see, then they have another one of those Berserkers, and we're hoping that they can't convert them into their true form, otherwise they may be able to take the lead that way. But I was thinking that now we go with a Shield Maiden, and then that'll leave 2 Shield Maidens coming out of our graveyard in round 3 in all likelihood. I forget what the order of operations is exactly. You know, if the cards that we've played in round 2 here will also have the possibility coming out in round 3. Oh, well, that's not good. We might want to pass now. That one kind of hurt. We do still have a couple of Longships, which will work well together, but I'm thinking at this point, our chances in this round are not great anymore, although actually, no, tell you what we do. We could play this young Berserker. It would get us up to 15, and they would need to play another card because we won round 1, so they can't afford to lose. And so basically, if we play our worst card, we try to encourage them to play one of their best cards, and that way, it just means we have more of our better cards remaining for round 3 than they do. However, because we'll get cards out of our graveyard, and they'll get cards out of their graveyard with Skelka's ability, that may not work so well. Because we could end up getting this 2 power card out of our graveyard, and they may end up getting whatever good card they have out of their graveyard, in which case it kind of backfires, but let's give it a shot. So we want them to play something big here. We want them to overreact. And muster is a good thing for them to play here. And by good thing, I mean, we like that they played that because that does not work very well coming out of their graveyard. So I think this is where we pass. And oh, they actually played one of those from their hand as well. See, they have only 2 cards remaining at this stage. So that makes me a little more optimistic. That was a good card, though. That brings them back up to 3 cards. Alright, but fortunately, we have the Bovine Defense Force, which should help us out here. No, we got the cow back! Okay, what are we choosing here? We get to choose cards we bring back? What is happening right now? I think we want a Shield Maiden for whatever this is. Oh, we got Berna back. And so she's immediately triggering her medic ability. Oh, we actually would have preferred to have Dandelion in that case. Okay, we would love to have Scorch right. Oh man, they did get Dandelion, and then they got a second Shield Maiden. This is not looking great. I think we finish with our long ships and hope that that's enough for us to retake the lead here. But yeah, we definitely would have preferred Dandelion had I known that that was what the whole idea was there. So let's see, they have 1 card remaining here. These will get doubled when we play our next one. And then, not really sure Leader ability is relevant here, but we may deliberately use it now just in case because, well, I suppose it doesn't really matter. Actually, hold on. Wait, what? Oh yeah, you do. It is an active ability. You do trigger it. It's not passive. I guess we... Now, let's use it here because, I remembered how to do that. That is. How do I activate the... A legitimate question. How do I activate the leader ability? It does not seem to want to let me do that. Okay, never mind. We'll play this. I was going to say, we deliberately wait to do this until the very end, just in case they have some way to shut this down. But the highest units are still those Shield Maidens, and their last card is pretty key here. They don't play it. Maybe it was a Scorch, in which case, oh boy, that was close. That was a lot closer than it should have been.
You fleeced me, harlot's brood. Now Stefan will have to go hungry.
Might have been because there's nothing in our graveyards, yeah.
Oh, look at that. He's sorry.
No one else will play with you in this coop. And be careful not to slip on any soap.
Hey.
Oh, I will.
I will not make any of these soap comments. Thanks for stopping by, Amanda. Alright, let's see. So you're saying, you guys are saying, we should make sure to just walk around a little bit with our senses active before we go down there. Or wherever it is that we're technically supposed to go. So let's peruse the area a bit. Oh, like what do we have here? What is this? Notes found in the Toussaint prison. Okay, let's punch it and then get all the guards mad at us. Stanny, see if you can't get a small hammer and chisel for me, which we did also just pick up. The kind used for stone carving. If you manage, put them in the drop-off spot. I'll pick them up, then I'll get you that placard, but I'll need 2 days to get it to you. Placard will wait in some drop-off spot. I hope you won't hang yourself till then. It's worth waiting, because this is the work of the greatest master of Sidaris, or at least that's what my man claims. Gasper. Didn't we hear about several people who are masterminds at breaking out of jails and what have you? So we can use the hammer and chisel there, it seems. Hold on, let's see. So there is a new quest. It's a secondary quest. Hide the hammer and chisel in the stash. Where exactly is the stash? Let's make sure this is active. Is it the thing right in front of us? Well, it's going to be kind of hard to tell from that map, but it does seem like it. Yeah. Just throw those things in there and wait 7 days. No big deal, right? I'm sure we'll be fine in the meantime. So, do we quite literally then meditate? Oh, we can't meditate even. Oh, no, we can. So, like, do we meditate for 7 days just to pass all that time? Or do we just keep on moving forward with the main plot line here, and eventually 7 days will just transpire? Yes, meditate for 7 days? Okay. So, let's save here, just in case, but, we'll see what happens. I'm curious. Alright, so meditate, this is just under 1 day. Okay. Then, hold on. Meditate again. Will be just under 2 days. Okay, can we just go straight? Oh, we can go straight into another meditation. Okay. Then this will be just under 3 days. Just under 4. We're going for 7. Just under 5. And just under 6. And now just under 7. Now, I don't know if it's like exactly 7 days you need to wait, in which case it'll be a little bit less than that. We'd need to go a little bit longer. This might be good enough. Also, I did just remember, as we were doing this, that there was something that we were deliberately thinking, or well, I think the game kind of like bugged out or something like that on our first playthrough, and at the very end of the game, there was, I think, something small that we had missed, and we were saying at the time that, I think we tried, like, reloading the game a little bit, and hoping that if we, like, left and then came back, that maybe we'd still be able to do it, but we weren't successful in doing that, so I think that we had told ourselves that at the end of our next playthrough, we would say, okay, now this time, we'll see if it's better, and if we can actually do it this go-around. And, well, whatever it was, I don't think we actually ended up trying it, because we did sort of end things early on our second Unseen Elder ending, because we had said that, at this stage everything's going to be the same as it was the first time around, but it just occurred to me that I think we did not successfully do one thing that I don't know how significant it was, but I think you guys were saying that we missed out on something in our first playthrough at the very end. We can move it like, oh, okay, sure. Also, we can move it one marker to the side and automatically get to 23 hours. This is true. Alright, but that is definitely 7 days now. So now we check our prison stash here. Really?
Not terrible. Might look nice on my wall.
Huh? Okay, do we know this person? Is that supposed to be Yen? Like, kinda, sorta looks like her? But not exactly? Perks of being a jailbird is now complete. Alright, I mean, I suppose we're gonna be spending the rest of our lives, or maybe the rest of our lives in prison, then it'd be nice to at least have some decorations to make our cell a little bit more homely. But now I think that was the last of that quest there, right? Yep. So we should be good to go with burlap is the new stripe. Let's go to laundry. During her final confrontation with the Beast of Beauclair, Sylvia Anna, sister of Her Highness Anna Henrietta, had died tragically. The Duchess was understandably distraught, for she had just recently been reunited with her long-lost sibling. She was also understandably irate with Geralt and had the Witcher thrown into the dungeon. There, in a somber mood, he awaited his sentence, expecting the worst. Though at base, she is known to have a heart of gold, Henrietta is also known to be highly impetuous. The smallest misdeed can at times bring a severe penalty, especially if she deems the transgression a personal offense. Believe me, I know. Remember, that's Dandelion writing that in, and apparently they had a bit of a relationship at some point, Dandelion and the Duchess. How exactly that came to be, I'm not entirely sure. Okay, so I think this is where we go. And there is handsome Jacques.
Pack the dirty rags in the tub. I'll see to the suds and water.
Okay, pick up the soap. Do I really want to pick up the soap? Do I really want to do that? Also, where is it? Here's the clothes. Now, for the soap... Oh. Don't do this. Don't ever do that. That is a big no-no in prison. Okay, but I suppose we now have everything we need. We just what is this? How we do what? How we do it?
Take the stick and stir the rags. Water's almost boiled.
I know we did put the soap in there. I suppose we were not supposed to. We were just supposed to put the clothes in there. No, I guess we just needed the stick. We're fine. It just you toss the soap in there. You use your invisible stick to stir it all up. Sounds like there's some commotion upstairs, though. Maybe? Possibly?
Who have we here?
The Guardian of Gutter Snipes locked in the clink. How did that happen?
My. What could the Duchess's favorite have done to deserve this?
Oh, I'm sorry.
Back
Do I know
off,
you all?
I'm busy.
Hear that? The laundry wench is busy. Yet I fear we have a matter to resolve. Remember our meeting, bootblack bodyguard?
Oh,
You
really?
go ahead and chit. I'll be back once you're done.
Thanks for sticking around to help, Jacques.
You're in the coop, mate. Only one thing counts here, survival. Folk don't stick their necks out for anyone besides themselves.
Boo-hoo. He left you all alone.
Ah, okay. I remember that at one point we were talking about at the end how maybe we would consider taking off Axie to put on something that was more directly combat relevant, and then we were saying, well, there's maybe a chance that at some point at the end of the game we would actually want to have it back for its dialogue purposes. I don't think we ever unequipped it, but it's just funny that it is in fact now showing back up. I think we do try to go that route here. I think we still have it fully upgraded.
Come on, be constructive. Make yourselves useful.
Yes, we should see to the wash, or they'll put us in confinement.
Hey, the mutant's trying charms on us.
Uh?
Did you see? Your tricks won't work here, lad. You cannot mesmerize all three of us at once.
Well, yeah, you're right. We didn't upgrade it that much. This much is true. Alright, so that guy is still stunned by the Axie, as it turns out. Ooh. Well, so much for cleaning the clothes.
Nothing.
Nothing to see here.
But the one on the floor. Have you anything to say?
I slipped on some soap.
True story.
Slipped on soap.
Lots
Oh, absolutely.
Of soap here. It is a laundry.
Harlots brutes. Solitary for the lot of you.
Oh,
You'll have
darn
ample
it.
time to consider. Think about the choices you've made in life. I'll make certain of it.
This guy's the same voice actor as
Do
Damien,
anything
doesn't
to
he?
deserve solitary.
Shut it. Milton was my cousin. You let him die.
Whoa,
Was the
whoa,
Duchess's
whoa.
coin
That's
not enough?
not true,
Did
okay?
you expect more to save a good man's life?
Arrived too late. Nothing I could do.
And when the beast tore apart the Duchess's sister, too late then too.
And that one we're a little bit more
Were
at
it up
blame
to me,
for.
you'd have hanged already. And don't you try any witcher tricks on me. You will end oh so badly if you do.
We're up for the challenge. Try us.
Here of your own free will, Stefan? Or did they lock you up too?
Reginald! The
Bet you're
town
thinking
rat!
about food. What you'll eat once you're free. Mutton leg. That's what I'm dreaming of. Well roasted on the outside, nice and juicy in the middle.
Are you the lout from Rivia?
Adventure awaits?
I'm that lout.
Come with me. You're to be sentenced.
To what?
To shut it. What am I, the town crier? Hands behind your back.
No, Reginald. Be free.
Now let's go, and no funny business.